Hi everybody, it's great to see you today. Beautiful outside. I live in Greenville, South Carolina, and I'll tell you what, it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous day. I've got a big double window next to me and this beautiful river birch tree right outside the window, and it's just dancing in the breeze and just gorgeous day. So spring has finally arrived, right? At least if you're in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, I'm afraid it's headed in the other direction for you. But here in the States, most of us are starting to experience spring. And a few stragglers probably limping along, but it's getting there. I promise. So today, I thought I would spend some time sharing with you a collection that I did last year. The spark that inspired it was my mom's love of butterflies and my dad's big heart, and I'll explain a little bit more about that when I show you the artwork. But so initially, I did it to honor them, and I still honor them with this collection. And wanted to share it with you today. Thought maybe you might have a mom or a friend that's been a mom to you, or you want to honor yourself and the loving and nurturing that you've learned to give to yourself. Whoever that might be that you thought, it'd be nice to give them something and let them know how much I appreciate them. Let me know how much I appreciate myself. You know, when I was in Singlesville, I guess you could call it, I used to send myself flowers. I know, that sounds crazy, right? I mean, some people would think that's crazy, but I wanted to remind myself that, I count myself among the people that I love. So you can give yourself a gift, you can give your mom a gift, you can give your friend that loves you and cares for you a gift for Mother's Day. Yeah. Lots of possibilities. At any rate, I wanted to share that collection with you today. As you can see behind me, these are the bigger pieces. These are each 24 by 24 inches, and they are created using, or I created them using watercolor paint for the wings. You can see how colorful the wings are, and used encaustic wax, which a lot of you are familiar with now because I've been working in encaustic for quite a while now, and used encaustic wax to finish the pieces. That gold around the wings and the gold in the background, that's gold paint mixed with the wax to give it kind of a shiny metallic look to it. So all kinds of different things I used in them to have this look. One thing that's really cool about encaustic is that you can actually feel the raised area of the wax. You're welcome to touch these pieces. They're not off limits in terms of being able to touch them. As a matter of fact, the beeswax loves to be touched, so it's not a problem. As a matter of fact, the oils from your hand can help, as long as you don't have your rings on. You don't want to have your rings on like I do, but you can actually rub the piece with your hand and kind of give it a nice shine, kind of a buff kind of look. So those are, and you can't quite see all of this one in the camera, but the other ones over here you can see. They're on the website if you want to take a look. They are $500 each. If you wanted to buy them as a pair, reach out to me through email. Hit reply to the email, or reach out to me on social media, and I will sell the pair for $9.50. So you get a little bit of a discount buying the pair. I just don't have the option on the website to offer them that way. But there you go. Those big pieces. Look on the website under Butterfly Collection, and you can get more close-up pictures of them, so you get a better idea what they look like. So that's the big pieces. A at the opposite end of the spectrum, I have what's called the mini pieces, and they're little pieces like that. I'm going to zoom in a little bit further so you can see what they look like. So cute little pieces. They're 4 inches by 4 inches. They're on what's called a cradled wood panel. I kind of stain them with a little bit of walnut stain to give them some contrast. And then on the back is my signature and my Chinese chop. I had a beautiful Chinese friend get that for me when she visited her family one year, and so I include that. That's my own original little stamp there. So anyways, that's what it looks like. I'll give you an idea of what some of the other ones look like. They're very colorful. You know, so it's a combination of the butterfly has been painted in watercolor paint, and then I glued that down to the panel, put wax over top of it to seal it in and protect it. And then, before I put the wax on, you might be able to see there's stamped gold letters behind the butterfly. I stamped that on there first, and then put wax over the whole thing. There's a whole process for it. I won't go into it now, but you can actually fuse the wax over top of it, and the wax becomes very stable. Encaustic is like, there's encaustic pieces that have survived for hundreds of years, so it's a very, very stable medium. Of course, you don't want to take a flame to it, just like you wouldn't take a flame to any of your fine art pieces, right? And you certainly wouldn't want to, play with knobs around it, which would also be an issue. But treat it like a fine art piece. Keep it out of direct sunlight, and it will be a beautiful, long-lasting piece for your home or the home of a friend. So that's what those look like. And then I took. You can actually add color to the wax. So I add color to the wax and put some color on the outside. So that's that one. And I'll show you. There's so many different colors. I think I did 20 of these. Either 20 or 24 to begin with. There's 10 left. So they've been pretty popular. But what's so cool about the encaustic wax is I go in there and do carving and that kind of thing. So you can actually feel the grooves around the butterfly and stuff. So they're really touchy-feely kind of pieces, and that's why I love them so much. So that's the minis. Like I said, there's 10 different ones to choose from. You get one of these little easels to go with it, so you could just pop it on there, and then it can live, see if it'll stay up there, live on your bookcase or on a table. You can even, you can put this in the kitchen, as long as it's not around heat, of course. But because of the wax, you could splash a little something on it and just wipe it right off. So if you want it like in the corner of your counter or whatever, you could put it there too. Or up on one of those, open shelving is really big now, and those would look really pretty on the open shelving in your kitchen. Okay, so that's the mini ones. They also come with, I got this beautiful handcrafted paper from Nepal. The women that make the paper actually dye it with vegetable root dye, carrots and beets, stuff like that. So it's really organic. It's really beautiful, and this is what your mini will come wrapped in. I'll also include a gift bag with my Poppy logo on the front of it, and some of this wonderful brown confetti. So you get the whole package. You got, for $45, you get the beautiful original artwork to give your friend. You can include the little easel, and it's already wrapped, and you have this nice bag and this nice confetti. So $45, that's a pretty good deal. So so in addition to the big ones behind me and the minis, there's another size in between, and I've got 4 of those, and this is one of them. And if you followed along when I originally did this, I actually used my mom collected butterfly brooches, especially. So I used the butterfly brooches as inspiration for these pieces. This one is, I think this one is called Faith. The blue just reminded me of Faith. Take a closer look. I'm going to move it back and forth so you can really see. So the butterfly itself was watercolor, just like the minis, and then I glued it down to the cradled wood panel. And this one has this. These all have this beautiful cradled wood panel. This is all sustainably harvested wood. So you know when you know that this is something that was made with sustainably harvested wood, which is always a good thing, right? So that's what it looks like. Covered it in wax. I put some watercolor gold metallic paint around it. Fused it. I fused it with heat so that it won't rub off. And did some carving in it. I want to show you what the carving looks like because I just think it's so cool. And then I put the blue wax around it and then stamped it with my gold ink pad. And then the little hearts. Each one of these, I forgot to mention, each one has a little red heart. My dad's favorite color was red, and him and mom both had a big heart. So that's why the heart's there. And then on the back, you get the certificate of authenticity. It's got my signature on it and my Chinese chop. Okay, so that's what that looks like. So that's the blue one. I also have a pink one. And let me get you in close there so you can see more of it. Just so bright and cheerful, right? There's the orange one. Move it around a little bit so you can see the detail on it. All right. And last but not least, this is the fun green one. Like I said, they all have this beautiful birch cradled wood on them, and they've got the chop on the back, and they have a little hanger. So, and those will also, I have big sheets of this handcrafted paper, and what I do is I take my poppy stamp, like I did on the small one for the minis. I do the poppy stamp all over the paper. And I will wrap this in that paper and put a big bow on it. So it'll be ready to go. You can just hand it to your friend, or you can wrap it yourself and say, "Oh, this is for me." So those pieces, those are 12 by 12, so they're fairly big. They're nice size, but you can tuck them into nooks and crannies. A lot like these guys behind you. These are statement pieces that you would have to have like above a bed or a sofa, or in a 2-story stairwell or something. These are bigger pieces. But these pieces are great. They're a nice size, but you can still put them like next to a table and chair, or you can put them in smaller places, or you can put them on a gallery wall with other pieces, which is pretty cool. I think they look nice like that too. And those are $225 each. So everything is on my website, and I encourage you, if you do want to get one, to think about getting it pretty quickly. Mother's Day is May 9th, and I certainly need a little bit of time to get them wrapped and boxed and shipped to you. So the sooner you can order that, the better. Also have gift cards if you can't decide, but you want them to have a piece of my artwork. I also have gift cards. So that's what I've got for you today. I've enjoyed being here, and I hope you've enjoyed listening in, learning a little bit more about my artwork in this particular collection. I wish all of you a wonderful weekend and week ahead, and I'm so glad we got to hang out for a while. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.